welcome to A Moment in Time with Taylor. Thank you guys for being here. I hope that you're having a great day. It is about 1:30 in the morning. I am streaming this session live on YouTube and Periscope. Craig, first comment of the broadcast all the way over on Periscope. Craig, thank you for the super hearts. How come nothing's popping up on my screen? You do, Berto? Okay, well, I got you. Let me do a quick troubleshooting here. So we're going to be talking tonight about focusing on our strengths. And this is session 7, I believe. Yep, 7 of the 12 session yoga, 12 class session, yoga session. It's 1:30 in the morning, bear with me. Based on this book, which is my favorite book, Positivity by Barbara Fredrickson. And I've read a lot of books, so take my word for it. This book is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Take a little screenshot and go get it and go read it because it's awesome. Did I mention it was awesome? Hi, Dave. Hi, Earl. And I'm going to share with you something from this book about focusing on our strengths and some different things that you can do. So one thing I did was I tweeted out right before this, I tweeted out on my Twitter page, same username everywhere, NextJuice, N-E-X-Juice, J-U-I-C-E. I tweeted out a link to the VIA Character Strength Survey, and that is a survey that is recommended in this book. It's also the one used in Tom Rath's book, StrengthsFinder 2.0, and it's you want to dedicate some time to it. I think it takes like maybe 40 minutes to go through. It's a lot of different questions, and they basically rank you on 24 character strengths that you have. So there's nothing about weaknesses. It's all strengths, and you can figure out your top strengths, your top 5 strengths, or your strengths in somewhat of an order. So I highly recommend that you do that so you can figure out what your strengths are and you can start putting your strengths to use and start focusing on your strengths in your daily life. So let me quickly check something here. I'm just going to do a super heart test because that didn't show up on my screen. There it is. Okay, there's me in my silly banana costume, which I was wearing as I filmed a video that I'm hoping will be my first Twitter ad. However, I ran into an issue trying to get the ad to launch, so I had to message them. Anyway, hi Jared, I can see comments on both platforms. How are you? You were the first comment on YouTube. More surveys, I know, but this one is not for me, so that's a good point. I also have my viewer survey. If you wouldn't mind taking that, I would really appreciate it. So far, we've only had 20 people. I posted it yesterday. We've only had 20 people respond. The more responses, the better, because it can help me to make this channel the best it can be, to make sure I'm doing the content that you like the most, and improving this channel all the time to make it as valuable as possible to you guys. Thank you, Ben, for the super hearts. It is pinned to the top of my Twitter profile. So just go to my Twitter. That's where all the surveys, all the things are. I also tweeted out a little while ago a link to a bunch of recommended books about positive psychology, which is right in the realm of this book. Tons of books on that page. So it's really cool. It's AuthenticHappiness.com. Go to their recommended reading page or go the links right on my tweet and check it out. If you're not following me on Twitter, please do. Thanks, Coach. I took your Twitter survey. Love your eggplant costume. Thank you, Chip. Hey, Darren. Hey. I'm doing really well. I'm on a total night shift at this point. I had a really busy day yesterday, so today I did get some stuff done, but it was kind of a day of rest and hanging out with Ed privately without the kids. And then I may or may not have taken a nap, and now here we are going live at 1:30 in the morning. And I do 3 hours of live content every single day, if you guys don't know, so you feel free to follow me and know that, yeah, we're going to be live until about 5 in the morning tonight, so that's lovely. That's actually not true. I cannot endorse what Code is saying down there. I'm not even going to repeat it. I was going to put answers with Austin, but then it wouldn't be anonymous anymore. Yeah, please be honest on the survey. It helps. All right, so it looks like we got the alert box fixed up. Now, so here's what the survey looks like. If you're on the right page, if you click the right tweet, you'll see this here. The VIA Character Strength Survey. Go ahead, put your information in, and take it. It's totally free, and there's one for kids as well, ages 10 to 17. He's lying. He's lying. Okay. So I'm going to read this one page to you guys about an experiment that I think is pretty interesting. It's definitely a big challenge, and I hope that you guys will do it. I hope you will. All right. A more personal way of discovering your strengths, more personal than that survey, is through the Reflected Best Self exercise, developed by the Center for Positive Organizational Scholarship at the University of Michigan's Ross School of Business. This involves contacting between 10 and 20 trusted people in your life, ranging from colleagues and customers to friends and family members. You ask each to give you 3 detailed stories about the ways you add value and make important contributions. Once all the feedback has arrived, you analyze it looking for commonalities and themes. Your task is to pull those themes together in a reflected best self portrait, a short essay that captures the wisdom within the narrative data you've gathered and studied. Odds are you will be deeply moved by this exercise. Your story requests will have unlocked a veritable river of appreciation from the significant people in your life. Despite your extended contact with these people, their stories of why and how much they appreciate you have likely gone unspoken. Sad to say, it's not normal for us to speak frankly and openly about the ways we love and appreciate one another. Yet gaining access to these reflections ignites positivity. You'll feel grateful to the people who sent you stories, more connected to them. You can take pride in the ways you've made a difference, and you'll be energized to move closer to your best self more often. Your reflected best self portrait can serve as a guidepost when you flounder or lose your way. Reading it when you're down can help you get back on track. Once you've learned your strengths, redesign your job and life so you can use them every day. Every day. So again, that's from Positivity by Barbara Fredrickson. And now we're going to get into our yoga practice. So get your yoga mats out, get yourselves ready. Oh yeah, Carlos? Yeah, I'm not trying to ignore you. I do see your comments. I just don't want to get into that subject right now. I haven't researched it well, but I don't doubt what you're saying. Michael, thank you for sharing this out. And the power of positive thinking. There's value in that too. Yeah. Positive. We did a class, I think 2 sessions ago, about disputing negative thinking. So that's something kind of similar there. That chair might get in my way. We'll see. Take your socks off. Get ready for some asana. Asana just means the movements or the postures in our yoga session. And a lot of what we do in the beginning is going to be kind of low on the ground. So I'm going to actually move my mat a little bit closer here. There we go. Should be a little easier to hear me when I'm closer to the microphone here. All right, let's get to it. So we're going to start with reverse prayer pose, and we're going to set our intention in this posture. So in the beginning of every yoga class, it's beneficial to set an intention or a sankalpa, a reason that you're doing your yoga practice and what you hope to gain and focus on as a central object to help hone your focus as we do this. So focus on some of your strengths is a great thing to do during this class, since that's the theme of the class. And reverse prayer pose just means that this is prayer pose, hands together, palms pressing together in front of us, but we do it behind us instead. So you bring your fingertips together, walking them together, bringing the base of the palms together, and notice how that affects your posture. Now you can do it sitting down, you don't have to be kneeling, either way. Close your eyes and set your intention. If it's uncomfortable for you, you can just do prayer pose in front of the chest. Traditional prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. Great, then you can release the hands And we're gonna come into diamond pose. So for this one, we will be kneeling. If kneeling's not comfortable for you, you don't have to do that. Actually, I'm thinking I can actually bring my phone here and maybe even see the comments while I do this. A little bit. I'll only be able to see the Periscope comments, but that's where most of you are anyway. So we did diamond pose, I think just last night, but in case anybody wasn't here for that or you missed that replay, and remember, all my yoga videos that I do on my computer like this are on my YouTube channel under the yoga and meditation playlist. So we're just kneeling like this. So you can have your heels rolled out like I have mine here, framing your hips and glutes, or you can tuck your heels so that they're actually pressing up in towards your glutes. We're going to bring the arms up overhead. You can't quite see my fingertips here, but my hands are pressing together like this. And I'm going to interlace all the fingers with the pointer and the thumb for Temple Mudra. Deep breaths. Relax the arms. We're going to take a variation here if you want. And as with anything, with any yoga, especially if you're new to yoga, I can't see you. I can't really teach you properly. If you do, I am a certified Hatha yoga teacher. If you want to do yoga together and actually have me teach you, just go to the website, go to the shop. You'll see yoga sessions right there. Otherwise, only do what you know is good for your body. And if this is new to you, always consult your doctor first. Don't do anything that causes you any pain. Even if you see me do something or hear me say something that says, you know, it just doesn't work for your body. Maybe you have an injury, maybe you have previous surgeries, maybe you have some type of condition, you know, that makes these things not good for your body. So then just don't do them. Just hang out and wait for the next instructions. So for this one, I'm going to curl my toes under and do the same thing. Come back, lift my arms up overhead, interlacing all the fingers but pointer and thumb for Temple Mudra for 5 breaths. Stretching the plantar sides of the feet. Releasing the arms and releasing the feet. So we're going to do a similar pose now, except this time we're trying to actually get our bottom to the ground between the legs. So if this doesn't feel good for you, this can be really challenging. So that's another reason some of these things might not work for you. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the beep. Because maybe you haven't stretched out in a while. Maybe you're super, super tight. So some of this stuff might not work. You might want to put a block or a pillow under your butt, but you know, just see how your body feels with some of these. And if you like, you can lay back. You certainly don't have to. It's a much more intense stretch when you lay back, so take your time, don't go fast, and don't do anything that doesn't feel good for you. Staying connected to your sankalpa, your intention, throughout the practice. Whenever we get quiet to breathe, it's a great time to check in with why you're doing your yoga. And then we're going to come to our bottoms, bringing our legs out long in front of us. Since some of that might have been a little intense on the feet, ankles, knees, quads, hips, we're going to roll our feet out 5 times in each direction, keeping our heart lifted, keeping our posture tall. You can bounce the knees lightly and windshield wiper your feet and legs. From here, we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, leading with your heart. Reach forward. It doesn't matter if your hands come to the feet or not. Don't worry about it. Suck your belly in. And when you come as far as you can, release your body forward. Thanks for the hearts on Periscope. Deep breaths. Come back up tall, bend one leg, bring the foot to touch the other leg. So I'm going to do my right leg first. I'm going to make sure that my hips don't slide around. So I want to make sure that my right hip in particular, doesn't slide back. That's a very common mistake that people make in this posture. Try not to do that. Keep your hips level. Inhale your arms up again. Exhale, come forward. Lead with your heart. When you can't come forward anymore, let your head be heavy. Deep, deep breaths. Good. Come up, straighten the other leg, bend the left knee this time. Foot comes to the right leg. Wherever you want, it could be down closer to the ankle if you prefer. It doesn't have to be bent so much. You can always support your knees with blankets, blocks, bolsters. I know I'm not giving as much guidance on the modifications and supports, but that's because this is session 7 out of 12 that we've been doing together. All of them have been on Periscope. A few of them, I would say maybe half of them have been on YouTube as well. So I'm taking for granted some of you guys have been here before. If you haven't, feel free to watch some of the replays, and then you can come back and watch this one on the replay when you feel more comfortable. If anything I'm doing doesn't feel good, again, just do not do it. Don't hurt yourself, okay? Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, lead with your heart. Pull your heart forward towards your foot. Release your hands down, and then when you can't come forward anymore, release your head. Deep breaths into the belly, the ribs, the chest, and exhale from the chest, the ribs, and the belly for Dirga Swasam breath. Good, we'll come up from here. And we'll take Paschimottanasana again. Legs out long. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, pull the heart forward and release your body. Dirga Swasana breath into the belly, chest, and ribs. Belly, ribs, and chest. And then exhale from chest, ribs, and belly. Release your shoulders. And come up. We're going to cross the legs into Sukhasana. If that's comfortable for you, or take any position that is comfortable for you. I'll switch the legs from how I normally sit. Feel free to do the same. Switch which leg is in front. And then we're going to keep our spine lifted nice and tall. Shoulders down and back, top of the head lifting towards the sky, and then gently bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Keep both shoulders down. Come back center, take a deep breath in. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder, both shoulders stay down. Back center, deep breath in, exhale, chin to the chest, inhale, center, exhale, lift your chin to the sky and stop when you need to. Bring your head back center, look over your right shoulder, look with the eyes all the way to the right. Come back center and do the same thing to the left. Get a nice little neck release there. Jake, that's funny. Birdo! You haven't been stretched out by someone since quarantine started? What does that mean? You only see your own comments when I'm YouTubing. Really? You're doing it with me, Chris? That's good. Except you left, so I don't believe you. Mason, yeah, I took a nap here. Let me see for comments. Where did I put the comments? Here? Jake. Let me see, that's taking up a little bit more of the screen than I would prefer. And it's in white. I don't know the best way to do this. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hi, A-Man. How are you? Hello. It's just so tiny. But I don't want it to take up my whole screen. What if I just like put it over here? Can somebody comment? Oh wait, I can comment. Hi Albert, how are you? I see you on YouTube. Hey. Ooh, it's so tiny. Why is it so tiny? Well, if you can see that, there you go. I guess. Why is that so small? I don't know, man. It's the app's job to have the chat work. I can't really make the chat work too well here. My apologies. Alright, let's go to the next part. So we're going to start doing some stuff laying down on our backs. We're going to want a block for this one, so go ahead and grab your yoga block if you have one. Oh, hey, I forgot to put my salt lamp on. There we go. Little air purification. Oh, this is the piece of wood that fell off my foot last night. Get rid of that. Gotta love live streaming, right? I don't get to edit this stuff out. Grab the block. And we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna review something we learned yesterday. Lay down on your back. Bring the block between your thighs. So we did this yesterday kneeling. Now we're doing it laying down with our feet on the ground. And we're gonna practice those proper Kegels we did yesterday. So we bring the two sides of our pelvis together and up. We bring the front and back of our pelvic floor muscles together and up. And we squeeze all of those muscles together really, really tight for a full Kegel, a proper Kegel. Okay, so not just the sides together, but the front and back. And also you want to imagine you're squeezing everything together and then up towards your belly button. Okay, and that's Mula Bandha, the root chakra. I'm sorry, the root lock in yoga, and it's great for preventing incontinence, and it's great for sexual pleasure, and it's great for preventing uterine and bladder prolapse. So keep that pelvic floor strong, men and women, but especially the women. Okay, I'm going to do this one sideways so you can see it. Bring your hands behind your head. We're going to do just a regular crunch. Crunch up, but then bring your right hand outside of your left thigh. It's a little bit of an oblique stretch here, and take 5 breaths. Kegels on the exhales. Release on the inhales. 3 more breaths. Support your head. And release down. We'll do the other side, hands behind the head. Crunch up. And then lean the left hand outside of the right thigh. Try to keep the right shoulder blade off the ground. Release down. Wake up that core, get that inner fire, that tapas burning, that inner fire burning. That's great for obliques and moms. And then we can set the block aside. And we're going to do heel taps. So you might want to interlace your fingers over your stomach on this one. You're going to bring the legs up, knees over the hips, flex the feet, and then just go ahead and lower the heels to the earth and back up. Kegels when you lift up, okay? We'll do 12. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, halfway there. 7. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. 12. Good. Oh, I should have probably offered you. You guys can switch too. So you can just do one leg. Sorry, I didn't mean to start with the hardest one. So you can do 1 foot at a time. Okay, in that case you would do 6 on each side unless you want to really challenge yourself. Do 12 on each side, that's fine. Okay. Building up that core strength. Working on those Kegels. Good. Lengthen your legs down long, letting the blood return back into the feet. He said shoulder. Woo! I definitely feel that. Sometimes when I feel my muscles a lot, I like to tap on them. Does anyone else do that? Like when I do leg lifts at the gym with the machine, I slap my quads. That might just be a weird thing that I do, but hi, I'm Taylor. I'm a little bit weird. Nice to meet you. If you're new here, feel free to follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so this next one I'm excited about because I haven't done this one in a long time. In this one, what you do is you'll bring your legs up and you're going to, well, let's see, actually an easier way to do this might be to cross your right leg over your left leg. Okay, start with that. Engage your core, bring both legs up, and then you kind of fan the feet out to the sides and see if you can reach them with your hands. This is reclined cow face pose, and I don't remember the last time I did it. Definitely not the last time that I taught it, but it is on this class, and I haven't taught this class in so long that I'm excited about it. So notice where you feel it. Focus on your sankalpa. Good, and then release your feet back to the earth and switch legs. So we're going to cross the left leg now over the right. Bring the legs up. Fan the feet out to the side. See if you can give them a hold. If your arms get tired, you can bring your elbows to the mat. It'll be probably a little bit less intense of a stretch, but that's fine. Or you can see about lifting the legs up. Deep breaths. The body, maybe take a nice long stretch, arms up overhead, legs long. Good, and we're going to do reclined pigeon pose here. I'm going to flip around this way for this one. You see me? Okay. We're going to cross our right ankle onto our left thigh. So we started with our feet on the ground. Then right ankle to left thigh, and then if you want, you'll bring the legs towards you. You might put your left foot on something if this is too intense for you. Otherwise, bring it to a 90-degree angle at the knee. Hold on to the back of the left thigh with both hands. My right hand is through the little keyhole of my right leg, And I'm noticing I need to shave my legs. 5 deep breaths. Relax your shoulders. This is a great pose for sciatica. Also, for people who spend too much time sitting, which is probably most of us, especially during this quarantine. Also noticing I need a pedicure. All right, let's switch legs. Lowering both feet back to the earth. Bringing left ankle to the right thigh. Always go slowly when you're switching sides because one side could very well be tighter than the other. So you don't want to just assume, especially when you hold the pose for a little while, you open up a little bit and you might just think, oh yeah, I'm flexible. And then you go to do the other one, you rush into it and you can hurt yourself. So go slow. Oh, that feels so good. Go ahead, release. Sorry, I got into my own head there. And now we're going to try that same pose on our bellies. You don't have to do this. This is more challenging. You can certainly just do that same thing again where you are on your back doing pigeon pose in a supine position. To pat Ed everywhere. What do you mean pat him? Hello, crowned bishop. Alright, so hands and knees. Let me put my hair up so you can see a little better. From your hands and knees, you might come off of your hands depending on really the size of your stomach, the size of your gut. So if you're like me, you don't have a big gut, you might be able to bring your leg forward, but imagine if I had a belly here, it'd be in the way, I'd have to come up. So you can come up, that's fine. Bring your right leg forward. And then you might, if you do have a gut here, you might have to have blocks to give you a little support as you heel toe your right leg, your right leg to the left. And then bring your right knee out to the side. Walking your back leg back as far as you're comfortable. You can offer yourself a support on that right hip if you like. You see how it's the same stretch on the outside of the right glute, but we're also getting a stretch now on the front of the left hip flexor. Deep breath in. Exhale if you like. You can come forward. And ask yourself in this posture, how can I release my shoulders? Whether you're on your belly or your back. And take those deep breaths. Come on up. Now we're going to switch the legs. You need to take a little child's pose here. Wag your tail a little. Do what feels good. Then we're going to bring the left leg forward, right leg back. Left foot comes across the front of the body to the right. Left knee opens out to the left. Bringing my right leg back as far as I can. And if this is too intense, you can bend that leg more. You can tuck your left foot more towards your groin. That's fine. Just important to keep the hips level here, okay? Deep breath in. Exhale, come forward if you like. Releasing the shoulders. And then we'll bring the front leg back. Just stretching my calves a little bit, pedaling them behind me. And then we're going to come down onto our bellies. So if you were on your back, roll over now onto your stomach. And we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So we're going to bring our elbows under our shoulders. Open our chest, squeeze our shoulder blades back and down, lift our head high. Bring the big toes together. And as we get this nice back bend, I'm going to chat with you a little bit about something that I've talked about before, but I was studying more about today, and I think it's really interesting and important for us to know. So this comes from really valuable research that was done by researcher Amy Cuddy. It became very well known and popular. You may have heard about it. And it's about body language and our hormones. And when we are in a confident, relaxed position, we actually decrease our stress hormone cortisol in our bloodstream. And it only takes 2 minutes to have a significant change, a 25% decrease in the levels of cortisol, which is a hormone we release when we feel stressed from our adrenal glands, and we increase our testosterone, which is a confidence, and it's an inverse relationship to cortisol. So just by occupying space, being proud, having your chest out, but not in a threatening manner, but like you feel relaxed, you feel unthreatened. Think about that as we do these power poses that we practice regularly. I like that term I heard today about relaxed, non-threatened. You're taking up space, you're occupying space, but not because you're trying to ward off a threat, but because you're confident and you're relaxed. So take 3 more deep breaths here. Confident and relaxed. And lower down. And that's a good way to think about yoga poses also, which is we try to balance sthira and sukha. So sthira is like stability, structure, and strength. And sukha is space and ease. And we try to have a balance of both in our yoga poses. So think confident and relaxed. Confident and relaxed. Should you be healthy to do the yoga? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by healthy? Oh, to pat his muscles after working out, yes. You're gonna sleep good tonight, Crown? Please don't hurt yourself. You said, oh, the pain. So if it's hurting you, take a lesser variation. You can tell me what posture hurts you too, and I'll try to give you a better alternative. Berto. Asif, hi. Okay, so I taught this one the other day, so I'm not gonna demonstrate half bow again. Really quickly, it's when you just take one leg, bring the other arm out in front, and come up. So, okay, I am apparently demonstrating it, but I'm not going to hold it for very long. So that's half bow. If you want to do half bow, you can. Otherwise, to do full bow, you grab both ankles, keep the knees towards each other, forehead to the mat, and when you're ready, you'll inhale into bow pose, like an archer's bow. 5 breaths. Confident and relaxed. And lower down. And remember, if you can't reach your feet easily, you can use a strap or like a belt to wrap around your feet to make your arms extra long. Hi. Hello. Hi, Banana. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you. Thank you. I'm live every single day, 7 days a week for 3 hours a day. So if you want to follow me, you can do that. So you don't have to find me again in the future. All right. So we did this one last time also. So we're going to do frog. It wasn't last time, but we've done this one in this series already. This is frog pose. So we did this when we were outside and we were talking about developing distractions. So it's similar to bow, but instead of lifting up, we're bringing, well, you can still lift up, but you want to bring your feet towards your glutes and then maybe even towards the outside of your glutes, towards the mat, towards the earth. Thank you, Asif. Thank you for the love. And there's me dancing like a banana. And then you can lift your upper body up, but as you do this, you want to keep your feet down. And if you're a little overly flexible like myself, you might use your forearms to help you here. Actually having a hard time getting, oh, you know what I can do? I can turn my hands so that, I'm kind of sweaty though, I'm having a hard time with this. So that I'm holding my toes and my fingers. I can't do it with this side. Alright, screw frog pose. That's what I say today. My hands are too sweaty for frog pose right now. Alright, we're going to slowly come to standing now. If you want to hydrate, now's a good chance to do it. Actually, before we come up, let's do a quick child's pose to release the low back. Okay, 5 breaths. One more breath. Good. Okay. So now we're going to come to standing. I'm going to adjust my camera a bit so that we are standing. Oop, that's too much. Did I move my mat? Oh yeah, I moved it closer. That's what I did, yeah. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Alright, bring you all back. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, and go this way so I'm not hitting the wall. Can you see the front of the mat? I don't have my glasses on, so I'm like, yeah, I don't really know. We can maybe go down a smidge. Boop, thank you, Asif. Look at you lighting it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hearts from Lou. Also, we are going to do Lord of the Dance pose, which I like to call Lady of the Dance. Because I'm a lady, I'm not a lord. Another good back bend. And this is also a balancing posture. So be patient with yourself here. So I'm going to do this sideways so that you can see me pretty well. Good. Okay. So I'm going to start by finding a focal point. Something non-moving that I can stare at, a drishti, that's either at or above my eye level. Then I'm going to bring my right arm out in front of me with my thumb and pointer finger together in Chin Mudra. Ground down through my right leg, bend my left knee, and find my left foot with my hand. And then I'm just going to kind of kick that back for 5 breaths. And then I'll switch sides. Left hand comes forward now, find that focal point. Ground down through the left leg, and if this is too challenging, you can have a wall to your left instead and use your hand to steady yourself on the wall so you can still get the stretch in the back and your core too. It's a little stretch here. 3 more breaths. And release. We'll set up for triangle pose. My right foot is pointing towards the short edge of the mat. My left foot is pointing towards the long edge of the mat. I open my arms out wide, palms are facing forward. Deep breath in. Exhale, lean to the right as far as I can. Both of my legs are straight, maybe a micro bend in both knees. And then I lower my right hand down, left hand comes up. I'm going to come up. I'm going to rotate my back leg now to face forward. And I'm going to rotate my left hand now outside of my right foot and bring my right arm up for reverse triangle. Actually, this is revolved triangle. I think I'm doing the wrong pose, but we're going to roll with it. We're going to do the same thing on the other side now. Bringing the right toes forward, opening the left toes out to the short end of the mat. Open my arms out wide, deep breath in. Exhale, reach with my left hand, come as far as I can, and then go ahead and bend at the waist, keeping my legs relatively straight if possible. My left hand is inside of my left leg. Come up. Whoop. Good thing the wall was there. Turn my right foot forward this time. And rotate right hand outside of the left foot, left arm up to the sky. Good, and come out of it. My mom just texted me. She read 15 pages today. Good job, Mama. Me and my mom keep each other accountable to make sure that we're reading every day. All right, we only have 2 poses left, you guys. 2 poses. And for this next one, I want you to focus on your feminine strengths, okay? We're focusing on our strengths. Focus on your feminine strength. So often we think of strength as a masculine trait, that men are the strong ones. But there are feminine strengths as well. You know, when we think about strengths, a lot of times we think about, okay, my ability to hold a posture for a while, maybe even my flexibility. Well, flexibility I think is actually probably considered more of a feminine trait. But my strength, you know, my ability to do squats and lift and bench press and push-ups, and, you know, that's kind of the conventional idea of strength. So think about flexibility. I didn't even write that one down. Love, compassion, forgiveness, and creative possibility. And for this one, we're going to take a goddess pose. What better pose to do when we're thinking of this? And we're going to do Yoni Mudra. So I'm going to show you Yoni Mudra here, and I'm going to ask you to put it right in front of your uterus. If you're a woman, if you're a man, then your low belly, okay? So your belly button's here, your area is here, above your penis, basically. Your fake uterus, okay? Just go with it. So the way you're going to do this is you're going to interlace your last 3 fingers. I'm sorry, that's not the right way. So you're actually, how's the best way to describe it? So first make a diamond with your thumb and pointer finger. Okay, so you're gonna have it in front of the uterus here. And then you're gonna interlace your fingers like so. So the pads of each finger, so the pads of my middle fingers are touching each other, pads of my ring fingers are touching each other, pads of my pinkies are touching each other, and then I have my thumb and pointer fingers out extended. Thumbs are pointing towards the sky. And I'm going to take that right in front of the uterus. Okay, kind of looks like a little uterus, right? I'm going to open my legs wide, and I'm going to take goddess pose for 5 Ujjayi breaths. Make the sound of the ocean with your breath. Let me come a little closer so you can hear my breath pretty good here. Keep my foot in the frame though. Here. Okay. Good. And then from here, turn your toes forward, or you can actually have them out. Find what feels good for you in your knees. You can either have your feet pointing at a 45-degree angle out like we just did for goddess pose, or you can have them pointing all the way forward. Take your hands to your hips, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, wide-legged forward fold, our last posture of the class. Hang out, let your spine decompress, let your neck decompress. Let the weight of your head fall towards the earth for 5 breaths. Good, we're going to slowly bend your knees and slowly roll your way up. Shoulders come up right before the head. Good. Sorry, I always feel like I need to kind of crack my back. I don't recommend doing that. It's probably really not good for you. Chiropractors probably would hate that. It's definitely not yoga. Okay. So I'm going to actually bring my chair in for this meditation. Love this chair. Lovely, lovely. Just like you. Casey, hi. We got to 54,000 super hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Asif, Ben, and Craig. Appreciate you guys. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So where are we at? Oh, this is pretty much perfect. Okay, let's start our meditation quickly because I'm going to have an alarm go off really fast. So when the alarm goes off, you know the meditation is over. Hey, Unk. All right, so this is going to be a visualization meditation. Go ahead, get comfortable. Close your eyes. It's going to be about 13 minutes. And I just want you to visualize yourself in a movie theater. Relax your body. Take 3 deep breaths as you wait for the movie to begin. Now, as the movie begins and your breath returns to its natural rhythm, you recognize the main character because it's you. and you realize that this movie is actually a movie about you living the best life that you can imagine, doing whatever it is that you want to do. And maybe you hadn't thought about this much, so as you sit here and visualize this movie, you might need to ask yourself, what is it that I would want? What would my ideal life and my ideal day look like? And then picture yourself right there as if you were watching it in a movie in vivid detail. What are you wearing? What are you saying? How do you look? Who are you with? In vivid detail, visualize you doing exactly what you would want to be doing. And the alarm will go off at the end of the meditation. Watch this movie of your ideal life fade to black. Knowing in your heart that by using your strengths and focusing on your strengths, maximizing and capitalizing on your strengths, that movie, that visualization of your ideal life can be reality. Take your time to coax yourself out of your meditative state. Taking some deep breaths. Gently moving the body. Blinking open the eyes. And then however you like to end your meditations, I usually like to bring my hands together at the heart center, bowing my chin to my chest to seal in my intention, to focus on my strengths. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me tonight. I'm going to end this broadcast with a love mantra that we've been reading now for, I want to say, 3 weeks. We've been doing it each day. And I'm wrapping up something here. Sorry. I will get to it in a moment. Hi, Vivor. Good morning. Yeah, I know I'm in the middle of the night right now, aren't I? Thank you, Lex. Yeah, I was having that same problem of falling off because of the quarantine. So I've been reconnecting with my yoga practice because I wasn't doing yoga for a while. I was actually going to the gym, and now I can't do that, so I'm doing this instead. Okay. Almost done. Okay. Multitasking, my apologies. My loves, I appreciate your patience. Did you visualize correctly with your comments before? Let me see. Hi, Kinney. We were meditating. We're doing a visualization meditation. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me start at the beginning of this. Okay. Visualizing myself on a warm sandy beach right before sunset. A cool breeze is present and Austin's whole body is buried in the sand and he can't move, so I leave to go surf and maybe grab a bite. Then I tell a dog I find all alone on that beach to dig Austin out. He then sheds a tear over not being able to play Animal Crossing there. The Switch is portable. My elbows? You know what? I never looked at my elbows before. Midnight said they were all bruised up. I don't know if they're bruised or they're just like weirdly red. They are kind of bruised, aren't they? I think it's because of the yoga. I don't know. Yeah, I know, Deb. I don't know what's up with the comments, so I've been putting them on the screen again. Oh yeah, let's do our love mantra. Sorry, Deb, but you can watch the replay because it's going to be over soon. I'm just going to quickly... How long was this? Oh, this wasn't nearly as long as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Well, you're in luck, too. I plan on doing ASMR tonight. Even though I really don't think ASMR is one of my strengths, but people seem to like it, so we're going with it. The Switch got sandy. Ah, okay. All right, Lou went out and took initiative, and he got this book, so he can read it along with me now, which I love so much. So, Lou, go ahead. I feel like I'm like a pastor in a church. Like, go ahead and open your Bibles to... the book of Mandingo, chapter 9, page 58. Okay, it's not Mandingo. It's Og Mandino, the greatest salesman in the world. Yeah, I haven't done ASMR in a bit, so I have this survey. You guys, please go take the survey. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter profile, NextJuice, N-E-X-Juice, J-U-I-C-E. Please take it because that'll help me to know what content you like the most and what you don't like, what you want more of, what you want less of, what I'm doing well, what I'm not doing well, and all sorts of things. So it should only take you like 5 minutes to take it, honestly. please and thank you. And a bunch of people said they like ASMR, so I was like, all right, let's do ASMR tonight. Odd Mandingo. Oh, these comments are on my screen forever. All right, I will greet this day with love in my heart, for this is the greatest secret of success in all ventures. Muscle can split a shield and even destroy life, but only the unseen power of love has the ability to open the hearts of people, and until I master this art, I will remain no more than a peddler in the marketplace. I'll make love my greatest weapon, and none on whom I call can defend against its force. Hi, Michael, I don't know who that is. My reasoning they may counter, my speech they may distrust, my apparel they may disapprove, my face they may reject, and even my bargains may cause them suspicion, yet my love will melt all hearts, like into the sun whose rays soften the coldest clay. I will greet this day with love in my heart, and how will I do this? Henceforth will I look on all things with love, and I will be born again. I will love the sun, for it warms my bones, yet I will love the rain, for it cleanses my spirit. I will love the light, for it shows me the way, yet I will love the darkness, for it shows me the stars. She was in Mandingo? Oh my god, what is that? I will welcome happiness, for it enlarges my heart. Yet I will endure sadness, for it opens my soul. I will acknowledge rewards, thanks guys, for they are my due. Yet I will welcome challenges, for they are I will welcome obstacles, for they are my challenge, and therefore learning opportunities. Thank you, everyone who supports this channel. I love you guys. You guys are my rewards. I will greet this day with love in my heart, and how will I speak? I will laud mine enemies, and they will become friends. I will encourage my friends, and they will become brothers and sisters. Always will I dig for reasons to applaud. Never will I scratch for excuses to gossip. When I'm tempted to criticize, I will bite on my tongue. And when I'm moved to praise, I will shout it from the roofs. Hi, Daryl. We already did the meditation. This is a love mantra we've been doing for, 19 days or so now? Almost 3 weeks. We've been reading it every day. We're going to do it for 30 days. I love you too, John. Love you. Is it not so that the birds, the wind, the sea, and all of nature speaks with the music of praise for their Creator? Cannot I speak with the same praise to His children? Henceforth will I remember this secret, and it will change my life. I will greet this day with love in my heart. No, hi Colin, it's not a recording. And how will I act? I will love all manners of men, for each has qualities to be admired, even though they be hidden. With love I will tear down the wall of suspicion and hate they've built round their hearts, and in their place will I build bridges, so that my love may enter their soul. I will love the ambitious, for they can inspire me. I was actually thinking about Oprah in my visualization right now, just before this. I will love the failures, for they can teach me. I will love the kings, for they are but human, and I will love the meek, for they are divine. I will love the rich, for they are yet lonely, and I will love the poor, for they are so many. I will love the young for the faith they hold, and I will love the old for the wisdom they share. I will love the beautiful and their eyes of sadness. I will love the ugly and their souls of peace. I will greet this day with love in my heart, and how will I react to the actions of others? With love, for just as love is my weapon to open the hearts of people, love is also my shield to repulse the arrows of hate and spears of anger. Adversity and discouragement will beat against my new shield and become as the softest of rains. Hi, David. My shield will protect me in the marketplace and sustain me when I'm alone. It will uplift me in moments of despair, and it will calm me in time of exultation. It will become stronger and more protective with use, until one day I will cast it aside and walk unencumbered among all manners of men, and when I do, my name will be raised high on the pyramid of life. Thank you, John. And how will I confront each whom I meet? Oops, I forgot to say, I will greet this day with love in my heart. And how will I greet each whom I meet? In only one way. In silence and to myself, I will address them and say, I love you. Though spoken in silence, these words will shine in my eyes, unwrinkle my brow, bring a smile to my lips, and echo in my voice. And their heart will be opened. And who is there who will say nay to my goods when their heart feels my love? I will greet this day with love in my heart, and most of all, I will love myself. For when I do, I will zealously inspect all things that enter my body, my mind, my soul, and my heart. I will cherish my body with cleanliness and moderation. Never will I overindulge the requests of my flesh. Never will I allow my mind to be attracted to evil and despair. Rather, I will uplift it with the knowledge and wisdom of the ages. Never will I allow my soul to become complacent and satisfied. Rather, I will feed it with meditation and prayer. Never will I allow my heart to become small and bitter. Rather, I will share it, and it will grow and warm the earth. I will greet this day with love in my heart. Henceforth will I love all mankind. From this moment, all hate is let from my veins, for I have not time to hate, only time to love. From this moment, I take the first step required to become a person among people. With love, I will increase my sales 100-fold and become a great salesperson. If I have no other qualities, I can succeed with love alone. Without it, I will fail, though I possess all the skills and knowledge of the world. I will greet this day with love in my heart, and I will succeed. So maybe love is one of your strengths. And whatever your strengths are, remember I tweeted out the link to this quiz, the VIA Character Strength Survey, on my Twitter page, so you can check that out. It's NextJuice on Twitter, NEXJuice, JUICE. Did we crash? Am I frozen? Hello? RP, Jack Banger, can you guys hear me and see me? Hello? It looks okay on YouTube. Not so much on Periscope. Are we frozen? I don't know. You said wow, so maybe you can still see me. I don't know. Thank you, Lou. Thank you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome. I love you. I hope to see you soon. I hope you'll follow me and subscribe to my channel. I go live on Periscope every single day, 7 days a week for 3 hours a day. I am a full-time live streamer. I love what I do. I love Berto. I love John. I love Lou. Fine Like Wine. I love Jack. I love Dub. I love you, Dub. I actually love you. You are my friend. And I'm glad to. Scope's okay. I love you, Earl. I love you, Rhodey. I love you, Asif, and Ben, and Craig, and I thank you so much for the support and the super hearts. I love you guys who contribute on the website and make this channel possible, make this whole crazy NextJuice thing a reality. I love you, Mickey. I love you, John, and Unk, and Mark, and Shane, and Bob, and Ralph, and Mike, and Michael. So many mics in here. I am leaving, but I'll be back. I'm going to do ASMR tonight, so give me a little while to set that up, and then I'll be live again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do ASMR for that long, though. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll do it as long as I can. My throat has been kind of sore from allergies, and I just talked a lot in this broadcast, so I need a little break, and then I'll be back. So stay tuned on YouTube and Periscope. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Focus on your strengths. Michael, thank you for the giant super heart. Wow, thank you. And I hope to see you guys on the next juice. Remember to check out my forum. Please, 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 all viewers, everybody who watched this, please go check out the forum. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter profile. It's for me. It's separate from the strengths form I just showed you. That's how you can figure out your strengths. It's totally free. You can also do that best self-reflection that we talked about in the beginning of this broadcast. That's for figuring out your strengths, so that's for the topic of the broadcast. But for me, and for helping me to grow this channel and make it the best channel it can be, it would really help me if you took 5 minutes to just go take that quick survey, just kind of rate like the different types of topics that I do, let me know how long you've been following me, how you found me, so I can kind of figure out the best way to move forward and make this channel the best possible for you. I want to hear from you, and I want your honest feedback. You can give me compliments, but I especially want to know how I can improve and what would make this channel better for you. So that's pinned to the top of my Twitter profile, and if you didn't already check it out, I also have a new YouTube video up that explains what Next Juice is. If you're new here, it's on my homepage at nextjuice.com. It's also on the homepage of my YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, you can find that at youtube.com/nextjuice. And all my links for YouTube and Instagram and everything are all on here. I posted a new Instagram post today as well, so I hope to see you guys on all of the places, and I'll be back live in just a little bit. Hey Kyle, yeah, your birthday's next week. Awesome. Well, happy almost birthday. I don't know why the YouTube comments aren't coming up on the screen, but buongiorno, ciao, bella, grazie, all the Spanish words that I know. Spaghetti. I did tell Austin to man up. Well, that happened. Actually, I was pushing on Ed a little bit today to get the real piano here from his old house, so he is going to bring that. We're thinking that we'll have it here and tuned probably in the next 2 months. That's our plan, okay? And we're going to Florida in a couple weeks. We'll be on the beach so soon, you guys, so follow me, come with me, travel the world with me. And I go live every single day, so whether I'm on the beach or not, I'll be live. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. This has been A Moment in Time with Taylor. Hope to see you on the next juice. Did you floss today?